Egboma na-ege ntị, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi taa. Tata bụ ụbọchị ọnwa nke Ọktoba, 1st October 2023. Anyị sị na ya dịrị unu na mma na Eke, dịrị unu na mma na Orie, dịkwara unu na mma na Afọ, dịkwazịrị unu na mma na Nkwọ. Ụzọ nke ahịa anọ ndị Igbo n'azụ, anyị sị unu ga-adị ka echi na-echi ada agwụ agwụ. Nke a bụ ndị na-esoro anyị na-eme na ọdịna mma nke ndị Igbo, ife anyị na-eme ka Igbo dị mma. Nke a bụ ndị na-ekwu okwu gbasịta maka ka udo ga-esi wee dị, ka maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-esi pụta na mkpọrọ. Anyị sị Chukwu oke abịa ma gozi niile, otu anyị kwuru otu aka ọ ya dị. Ise dịka o si dị na anyị eje gbapụnye ọsọ egosi unu ihe nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Chief Uwazuruike kwuru. O nwegasị ife okwu n'iru akwụkwọ a, mana chọọ m ka o si m n'ọnụ pụta. Anyị ka m ji wee tiri unu ya bụ ife na unu ga-ege ya, unu ga-esie ya gee ya ọfụma because I need your own response gbasịta maka ihe anụwa. O nwere ife Uwazuruike unveil about ihe na-eme na this Eastern region and ọ kpọsịrị okwu afa, mana gee ya bụ ife. Achọrọ m ka m kwuo okwu na ya bụ ife. Gee ya bụ ife, ị ga-esi ya drop right comment gị na Eastern News 24. All right, over to you, sir.
Good afternoon from the city of Owerri, Imo State. My name is Uwazuruike. A few hours ago, I received a call from unknown number. Usually I pick all my calls. So the person identified himself as a colonel from Enugu. That's what he told me. He mentioned his name, but I've forgotten. The true caller identified him as George Paul. So he said that he was requesting me to assist, if I could assist the release of one Major General that was abducted in Imo State recently. Actually, I have read about that in the media, that a certain retired Major General was abducted. So I asked him, so why me? Why do you want me to assist you? He said they are approaching prominent persons in the southeast. That's what he told me. I then asked him, don't you have your sources of intelligence? You must have had your sources of intelligence, or was I identified intelligence agency has ever approached me or asked me to assist them? Then he started evading my questions. He said I should forget. I said, no, I'm not going to forget. Why should you ask me to help you release an abducted Major General? At that juncture, he cut off his phone. I called him back, he couldn't pick. I have called him several times since then, he has never picked his call. I said, okay, let me make a video on this. It looks, each time they want me to talk, they'll come through one way or the other to make me talk or force me to talk. I'm not into crimes. I have never kidnapped in my life. I have no reason to commit crimes because I'm a lawyer. I have no reason to do that. I know the law. It's amazing that someone should call me to say I should assist them effect the release of a retired Major General. And he claims to be a soldier. I said I should say this because I don't know where they are going to. Please go and find your clothes where you took your bet. Uwazuruike is not a criminal. I have never involved myself in any crime. before. When I started this struggle, my motto was non-violence, non-exodus, and I still stand by it. There were the politicians from Igbo land who asked Obasanjo then to ignore me, that the best thing he would do was to ignore me. Obasanjo ignored me. The government ignored me. They never negotiated with me. But today you have seen those you cannot ignore. It's affecting you, affecting me, affecting everybody. Today, many of you cannot enter the Southeast because you thought you were doing it against Uwazuruike. You are doing it against yourself. This army colonel or whatever, whether he's a colonel or not, whether he's a soldier or not, you know those who are causing insecurity in the Southeast. If you're actually a soldier, you know them. They are the politicians. If you don't know, or if you pretend you don't know, I will tell you now. The security agencies know those who are causing insecurity, not only in the Southeast, but in Nigeria. At least for Southeast, I can tell you I know, because I live with them. They are the politicians. You are also helping them to do this because you provide them security. They use you also in carrying out all these criminalities. You assist them. So don't pretend as if you don't know those who are doing it. I have my personal experiences. If you want, I tell you. When I started the struggle in Lagos in 1999, I came into Southeast in the year 2000. Then I wanted to have a deputy, an assistant. This thing I'm saying now, I have never said it for 23 years. I've never told anybody, but I'll tell you now. Then I picked one person to be my deputy. I won't mention his name, though he's late now. Immediately, the politicians saw that they could not convince me in their nefarious activities. They approached my so-called deputy. One early morning, one evening, the guy came to me from Aba, where he domiciled. Slept in my house at Okigwe. I was living in Okigwe town that period. Number 100 Owerri Road, Okigwe. Look, that we are, though I'm doing non-violence, but no problem. But we should try to look at another angle of getting money. I asked him how. I started flowing with him. I wanted to know what he was trying to suggest to me. He said, look, I have managed to acquire arms now. I want us to, you pretend as if you don't know. I will be doing kidnapping with these guns I've acquired, bunkering, all these things. I didn't want to let you know. I just want to handle this aspect. All you know is that I will be bringing money. I said, really? I said, how? How do you manage to acquire the guns? He said it was a politician that gave him the money, that he had bought 5 bazooka. That was the word he used. Say bazooka. I didn't know what bazooka is. I've never even seen it before. I said bazooka. He said they're brand new. That one politician gave. The politician he mentioned his name then was a national chairman of PDP. National chairman. That national chairman had served as a national secretary of PDP. That national chairman is today late. I will not mention his name. I have never told anybody this for the past 23 years. I said, really? You have gone this far? I said, okay. I am the founder of MASO. That's what I told him then. I said, as far as I'm concerned, this project is governed by non-violence, non-exodus. From this moment, you are expelled. You are sacked. He looked at me. I said, move out of my house. This moment, you are no longer my member. He went out. Oh, fine. I told him I give you 24 hours to vacate our office in Aba and surrender all the documents in your possession. So the next morning, I went to Aba. So when I went to Aba, I stormed our secretariat and saw that Bakassi boys, I had already aligned with the Bakassi boys, and they were brandishing guns in front of our office in Aba. I saw them, I looked at them, I turned back. When I had reached about 2 kilometers off the office, I called him. He came. He told me in the presence of my security and the other people, his own security, that today he has armed his men. I should go my own, he will go his own. That I should go and do my non-violence, that is not doing any non-violence, that our people don't understand the meaning of non-violence. No, even the boys who were there didn't know that he had told me this in the house the day before. So I came back to Okigwe. As this went on, people saw there was a rift between us, but they never knew the cause of that rift. After a few months or so, he formed his own organization called the Eastern Mandate whatever. Eastern Mandate whatever. Today is late. So why I'm saying this is because people do not know that all the insecurity we have are caused by politicians. 95% of insecurity we have are caused by politicians. I don't want to talk. I never wanted to talk because I know all the factions in my organization were caused by politicians, because they would approach me to dance to their tunes and I will refuse. They will use my voice. All of them. So when they come out, they start playing the ostrich. They do all these things in collaboration with the security. And the security will pretend as if they don't know. So my brother, or my dear George, Paul, or whatever you're answering, go and find their clothes where you had their bed. You see, the difference between Uwazuruike and these people are many. The differences are many. I'm here in my compound now. They are all in Abuja and Lagos, right now away from Southeast. I have no place to run to. Since the year 2000, I came into Igbo land. I have never gone to any other place to sojourn, to live, or to stay. I'm here. But they have gone to other places. They are the ones running. I don't have to run. I'm a risk taker. have nothing to fear. My hands are clean. Their hands are dirty. That's why they are running. You sponsor non-state agents, non-state actors. You give them guns because of 4 years in office or 8 years in office. After your tenure, you leave office. You will not have the power or the face to ask them to return the guns you have given to them. And you don't ask yourself, where are these guns I have distributed to these boys for election, for campaign? So it's haunting you today. You are the ones running because your hands are dirty. So the man who called me, that's the much I can assist you. If actually you are a genuine colonel in the army, if you pretend you don't know those who are causing insecurity, go and check those you people are carrying their bags. You people are serving. You people are protecting. Politicians, go and ask them. Leave Uwazuruike alone. You know, I have no need for that. I don't need blood money. The one I have is enough for me. I'm content with whatever I get. I want to sleep soundly in the night. Go and meet politicians, Mr. George, Paul. They will tell you. They will help you. I'm not Ralph Uwazuruike. Thank you very much.
Ndị be anyị, daalụ nne ka unu si na-esoyela anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ. A sị na unu ga-adị ka echi, na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Nkwa ekwere unu ka anyị na-agba mbọ ka anyị na-emezu, maka ekwere unu nkwa na anyị ga na-enye unu update gbasara maka ife na-eme na ntọala ọdịda anyanwụ nke a na-akpọ Eastern Region. Anyị ga na-enye unu update ọbụla na-ekwu okwu gbasara maka ya. Ọ nkwa ekwere unu taata unu anụgo n'ife Chief Uwazuruike kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ. Ọ tọrọ bụ ife akwa ịnụrụ ife o kwuru ka ya sị na ịnụrụ. Ọ kọwara ya ọfụma n'onu ị ga-anụ ya. Nke dị ka ibe ya bụ gịnị ka ị nwere ike ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife ọ kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ a gbasara maka ndị bụ the problem ewelu na Eastern part of Biafra, the Eastern Region, ndị bụ the main problem. Ọ kpọrọ okwu afa ahụ ntọgbukwe ndị ọ kpọrọ afa. Yes. So gịnị ka ị ga-ya bụ ife ka ife nwere ike ikwu dropụla ya on the comment section below. Echefuna na ihe a bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee na-wetara nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Ndị be anyị, kwadalụ ndị nne nke emesịa.